Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alina. Here I share delicious and easy vegan recipes that are simple and easy enough to make even for beginner vegan folks. Today I want to share with you my recipe for Italian eggplant roll-ups. Imagine these pieces of cooked eggplant wrapped around a filling with some marinara sauce on top, and everything is baked in the oven and just delicious. And the next day it's even better. So usually these are served as an appetizer, but I bulk them up enough that you can serve them as a main course. So I think there's never too many vegan dinner recipes. A lot of times recipes for eggplant roll-ups use something like ricotta cheese as a filling or some like veggies. Vegan versions often use tofu mashed up with other things. I use good old potatoes because first, I love potatoes. Second, potatoes are really nutritious. And third, they're very filling and actually work really well. You'd think that potatoes and marinara sauce kind of weird, but no, trust me, it's really good. So let me show you what we're going to do. Let's go.
So first we're going to take these eggplants. You see that mine are pretty big. The bigger they are, the more slices you can get out of them. So we're going to slice them just like this, about 1/3 of an inch thick. I'll later realize that I should have sliced these a little thicker. Now we're going to salt them on both sides. This gets these bitter juices out of them that aren't like a big deal, but I think eggplant tastes better this way. So I'm going to use up all these pieces. I might not end up using all of them, but I have them, might as well. Now we're going to let them hang out over here for about 30 minutes. Next, we're going to wipe away all those bitter juices. I'm using a kitchen towel, but you can also use paper towels if you'd like. Next, we're going to arrange them on a baking sheet. I'm going to use 2 of these. And we're going to brush them with oil. I'm using avocado oil. We're going to do it on both sides. Flip them. And brush the other side. Now I'm going to do the same with my second baking sheet, just as many as I can fit. And now we're going to put them in the oven, both of the sheets, for about 12 to 15 minutes. Next, we're going to steam the potatoes. I've got this steam pot. It's got this pot on the bottom with some water. We're going to bring this water to a boil and then put the potatoes in the basket to steam. Now you see my potatoes. Usually I would use about 4 to 5 large potatoes, but I didn't have a lot of them this time. I just had these mishmash, different sizes. So I'm going to cut these bigger potatoes into smaller pieces, just so that they are all about the same size. Alright, time to put my potatoes into the steamer pot. Look how steamy it is. I put them in there in a single layer so they steam better. They're going to steam for about 10 to 12 minutes. Now it's time to slice my peppers and onions. And I'm going to saute them in a little bit of avocado oil. Or you can use veggie broth if you don't do oil. Now, minced garlic. By the way, our eggplant is ready to be flipped. It's been about 12-13 minutes. Alright, see, it's really tender. This is the part when I realized that I should have cut it a little thicker. Time to add some spices. I've got rubbed sage, paprika, oregano, and I also use thyme usually, but I didn't have any at home right now. So we're mixing it all together. And guess what? The potatoes are done. Okay, so I'm going to put them in here and just mash them right in the pan with a potato masher. You see that they're a little bit dry. If I kept them steaming a little longer, they would have gotten even softer. But that's no big deal. I think it's still gonna work. We can just add some water, a tablespoon or 2, and it will get them nice and smooth and soft. Break up some clumps with our spatula, just like this. Okay. Alright, this is the eggplant. Nice and roasted. Some pieces got a little bit too mushy, but that's no big deal because we're just going to add them to our potatoes, along with some nutritional yeast. And some salt and pepper. And back to mashing to get it all incorporated nice and good. Now I'm going to use this tomato basil sauce by Mezzetta to put it on the bottom of this oven-proof casserole dish. You can obviously use any other tomato sauce that you'd like, or even use homemade marinara sauce. Here's how we're going to roll our roll-ups. I'm going to take a piece of eggplant and put about a couple tablespoons, maybe a little more, of the filling on one side. You can put as much as you want actually to fatten them up so that they're more filling. And we're just putting them over here in the dish. Now we're putting some tomato basil sauce on top. And we're going to spread it around a little bit so that everything's covered.
All right, time to put this bad boy into the oven for 15 to 20 minutes. We don't have to cook the bejesus out of this because everything here is already cooked. So we are just putting it there to warm it up, to get the marinara sauce to sizzle, and it will be delicious. All right, it's been 20 minutes. Let's take them out and see what they look like. All right, check this out. Pretty good. Let's see. By the way, guys, I just realized that I forgot one of the main ingredients. Sorry. Black beans. 1 can black beans, rinsed and drained. They are supposed to be added just after you mash the potatoes and just before you start wrapping the potatoes into the eggplant. So you can either leave them out just like I did, or, add that can of black beans. It actually doesn't have to be black beans. It can be any kind of beans, like chickpeas or cannellini, white beans. So if you try this with black beans or without, just let me know how it comes out, okay? All right, let's try this. It's very nice. The eggplant is nice and creamy. Melt in your mouth good. The potatoes are nice and soft. Just a hint of those spices that we put in there. The marinara sauce on top is adding a little bit of that zing. I think everything works really well together here. Yeah, I highly recommend. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give this video a like if you liked it. If you didn't, then still give it a like. I mean, it doesn't cost you anything, right? You can find a written version of this recipe on my website, veganrunnereats.com. I'm gonna link it up in the video description and also in the first comment. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, and I will see you very soon, probably in the next video. Talk to you soon. Bye.